In the previous video, I told you we are going to discuss about the law of what is inertia and everything, correct? Now, there are certain prerequisites which you have to understand to, to grasp the concept of inertia. For that, let's start with a simple thing. Now, first, assume that you have a frictionless surface. Now, we all understand what is a friction. Friction is what? An opposing force, correct? Assume that you have one frictionless surface. Fine. Now, take an example like this one. Now you have an inclined frictionless plane, correct? Or frictionless surface. Say you have an object, and if you put the object there, what's going to happen? The object is going to fall down, correct? Now, as it is falling down, what's going to happen? The speed is going to increase. Now, look at this particular scenario. Now, here what's happening? Again, you have an inclined plane, but the body is trying to move upward. Here, what's going to happen? The speed is going to reduce. Now, what if you have a plane surface? Okay, see like this one. The body is moving like this. This is going to move in a constant speed. That means there is no increase, there is no decrease. It's going to move in a constant speed. In the sense, what we have is that on a frictionless plane or on a frictionless surface, once the body starts to move because of some force, the body is not going to slow down. The reason is there is no external force acting on the body. Now, what Galileo did was he took this particular scenario, as in this experimental setup, and he came up with particular laws, and not more like a law, more of scientific observations he came up with. So, what he did, let's try to discuss and understand now. See the experimental setup. Now, here what we have, see the object is here, and the object is going to come down and then moves in a straight path, and the body is going to go up. Make sense? It's a very simple thing. See what's happening here? Assume the height to be h1 and h2. Fair enough. Now, see, the body comes down, goes straight and goes up, correct? What is happening here? We have to understand that this is a frictionless surface, correct? Now, in a frictionless surface, the first part is what? The body is coming down and then it's moving in a straight path. As it is moving, what Galileo observed, was this, that the speed was constant when it was moving in a straight path. Okay, it was constant in the sense, if no external force is being applied on the body, that means the speed at which the body moves is going to be the same. Okay, the speed at which the body is, that means if there is no external force acting on the body, then the speed remains constant. Now, this is a very, very important observation what Galileo made. Well, he didn't convert this into a law, but it was more of an experimental observation. Alright. So, what can we infer from this? No force is required for uniform motion. The body moves in a uniform motion by itself. But what about these two cases? Going up and coming down here. So, here another force is acting, which is gravity. Gravity gravity is what? Gravity pulls the body down, correct? If you're in a inclined slope, either you increase the speed or you decrease the speed. But for a body under straight linear motion, see like this one, no force is applied or no force is required for uniform motion. Okay, now this is the whole concept behind understanding why frictional surfaces that causes the body to stop after a period of time. All right, because the body is not under uniform motion. That is the whole point of it. Since no external force is required for uniform motion, what happened was, after this discovery of Galileo, it's not discovery, guys, it's most likely like experimental observation. After the experimental observation of Galileo, Newton came up with the laws of inertia. Okay, now what is inertia and what are the laws of inertia? See, this concept of the body moving under uniform motion and no external force is required for it, this is the basis of the law of inertia. So, what is law of inertia? you're going to learn in the next video.